Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run with the former Pitt Panther, Quadri Olison. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Good night, baby. Good night.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
185. 65. 65. One. Later one.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen to throw again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That's 319. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Jordan Matthews all by himself and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the air, Allen is complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Allen. Complete to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there. Working in the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
2nd and 7 at the Jets' 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Jones has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Allen finds the open target, Arnold. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike. 53, Mike. I'm coming.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Hey, 7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. Herndon's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Drop 637.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check them 7. 29.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Allen. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Allen, he's got a man, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Every 19. Check right 54. Right 54. I got one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
General West.
From the 38, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen. Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now Carr feeling the pressure. pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Carr. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, Carr again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them, likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had a share of troubles in this one.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen's throw caught by Jones.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And again, it's Allen. Jones has it. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that's complete to Croft. And the ball is knocked out. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it.
Now Allen again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run here with Singletary, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Olesen. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there and took it in for a touchdown.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now Allen, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Allen, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Olsen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift! 36, 36.
They'll go again with Bell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Big numbers. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special.